Hello, good day viewers. You're welcome back to Shabes online tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to use Simpson rule to evaluate Integra. If you are new here, consider subscribing to my channel and also follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at Shabes online tutorial. So the question on the board read, use Simpson rule with 6 interval to evaluate integral of 4 over x cubed dx, and the limit is from 1 to 4, and to correct to 3 decimal places. So let's get started. Solution. So the integral given is 4 over x cubed dx. So in using Simpson rule to evaluate an integral, the first thing we're going to do is to get the width of the interval. And the width of the interval is denoted by small letter d, which is equal to range of interval divided by the interval. And the range of the interval is the differences between the upper limit and lower limit. And the difference is going to be what? 4 minus 1, because 4 is the upper limit and 1 is the lower limit, then divided by the interval, and the interval given from the question is 6 interval, which is equal to what? 4 minus 1 is going to give us 3, then 3 over 6. Then if you divide 3 by 6, it's going to give us 0.5. So 0.5 is the width of the interval. Now the next thing we are going to get is to get the ordinate, and the ordinate will occur at, first we are going to write the lower limit, which is 1. So we write the lower limit 1. So the next thing we are going to do is to add the width of the interval to the lower limit, and also we continue adding until we reach the upper limit, which is 4. So if you add 0.5 to 1, it's going to give us what? 1.5. Then if you add 0.5 to 1.5, it's going to give us 2.0. So if you add 0.5 to 2.0, it's going to give us 2.5. So if you add 0.5 to 2.5, it's going to give us what? 3.0. Then if you add it to 3.0, it's going to give us 3.5. And if you add it, it's going to give us what? 4.0. And the upper limit is 4.0. So we are going to stop. So here are the ordinates. So the next thing we are going to do is to draw a table. So draw a table. So since we are integrating this function with respect to x, so we put x here, and all this point is going to be under the column for x. So the first one is 1. So we have 1.5. Then the next one is what? 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, then 4.0. So the next column of this table is going to be the function, which is y will be equal to what? 4 over s cubed. So this is the function. So to fill this column, what you are going to do, anywhere you see x, you are going to substitute all this value. So the first one is 1. Put 1 here. 1 cube is going to be 1. Then 4 divided by 1 is going to give us 4. So we can also write 4.000 into 4 decimal places, because the question says we should correct our answer to 3 decimal places. So we're going to stop at 4 decimal places, so that at the end of the day we can approximate and get 3 decimal places. So the next one, if you substitute 1.5 cube, then 4 over 1.5 cube is going to give us what? 1.1852. 1.1852. So if you substitute 2 cube is 8, then 4 divided by 8 is going to give us what? 0.500. So the next one is 2.5. If you substitute 2.5, is going to give us what? 0.2560. 0.2560. So the next one is 3. If you substitute, we are going to have what? 0.1481. 0.1481. So the next one is 3.5. If you substitute, we are going to have a 0.0933. So the next one is 4. If you substitute, we are going to have what? 0.0625. So we have filled this column. So the next thing we are going to do is to write the Simpson rule formula used to evaluate integral. So and the formula is given as integral of a to b. This is the limit. The function, the x, is approximately about 1 over 3 multiplied by what? Width of the interval. Width of the interval then multiply by what multiply by sum of the first and the last ordinate, sum of the first and the last ordinate, then plus what plus 4 into sum of the even ordinate, then plus what plus 2 into sum of the remaining ordinate, So this is the Simpson rule formula used to evaluate integra. Now it's very easy. Now we're going to substitute into the formula. So the function given is integral of what? 1 to 4 over x cubed dx, which is approximately what? 1 over 3 into width of the interval, which is 0.5, then multiply by what? Sum of the first and the last ordinate. So look at the first ordinate and the last ordinate. So if you add them together, we are going to have what? 4.0625. Then plus what? Plus 4 into what? Sum of the even ordinate. How are we going to know even ordinates? To know the even ordinate, we are going to name all these ordinates. This one y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, and then y7. Now to get, remember we have picked this first ordinate and the last ordinate to get 4.0625. Now the even ordinate, look at this is y2. 2 is even, 4 is even, and 6 is even. So if you add this plus this and this is the even y2, y4, and y6. It's going to give us some of the even ordinate. And if you add them together, we are going to have what? 1.5345. 1.5345. So the next one is what? Plus 2 into what? Sum of the remaining ordinate. What are the remaining ordinates? Remember, we have picked the first and the last and also the even. So the remaining ordinate is not going to be what? Y3 and y5. So these are the two remaining ordinates. So if you add two of them together, we are going to have what? 0.4041. 0.4041. So we have successfully substituted into this formula. Now integral of 1 to 4 over s cubed dx now will be approximately, so if you evaluate all these things, it's going to give us what? It's going to give us 1.835. 1.835 to 3 decimal places. So because from the question we're asked to correct our answer to 3 decimal places. So this is how to use Simpson rule to evaluate integral. Thanks for watching, and please follow and subscribe for more.